Barbados must realize that Martinique will run all the attack. There's no one person they go to.
Well, Melegar was trying to go through the middle there on that occasion. Fabian Cox hit it into the net.
One of the things we didn't talk about Martinique is the pressure. Martinique coming into this game with no pressure, right? And the same thing we said against Trinidad. They come to the game, play free volleyball, so you need to step up early. You know, put them under some pressure. But Martinique can be the coolest team, and they'll be calm right through the game.
Well, they weren't cool just now because that one was served out.
The most part, it was too cool.
On that occasion by Salomon. Going through the middle there. This is Oxley. Blocked at the net.
And that's what we talk about with the net defense. Best defensive team come in the competition. So Barbados must be smarter. They must use a little bit more tips. Try to use off the blocks and not just power.
To Simpson. He's got a good left hand there, Sean Simpson. Points to Barbados.
And good defense there by Martinique once again. A little early in the game, we find the players, especially the Barbados players, they're going to be getting a little butterflies in the stomach there.
Must be a lot of pressure for them, though. After building up such a dynasty, you know, no team wants to be the one that be the first to lose.
And not at home.
That's true. There's Dakin with the little tip over. Addison with the set. Simpson blocked at the net. Point to Martinique. So we're already seeing that the Martinicans are doing a very good job with the blocking, as we saw Dakin there and Bosky going up for the block.
That's three blocks in the first 4 points for Martinique.
Ball saved and out.
And that's the defense we're talking about. But Alvin has been here, and he knows what to do. He knows how to mix up his volleyball. We need the others now, Fabian, Cox, Simpson, to mix up theirs, to put Martinique's defense under some pressure.
Talking about Simpson, there he is. National squash champion as well, too. And missed there by Bosky, going up, looking for maybe the fake, and hoping that someone will come over his back, but on that occasion, missing. And point to Barbados. Tied up at 4. Scoring off the block there is Dakin.
And that's the player that the coach has told the blockers you need to defend against. You've got to watch him. You've got to watch him. And he's been very consistent in his tournaments. I'm surprised he's not in the top of the spiking stats.
You see some of the other players for some of the other teams. Paulina from Netherlands Antilles. Bad dink there by Elwin Oxley. That's not his game. He's more power man. More
power man. But remember what I said earlier. He has adjusted now. His position is not on the outside. He loves the 2 posts. So this is a new position for him to start in this tournament. This is the first time he's playing on the outside for this tournament.
Power there from Fabian Cox. And you'll see it all night from Fabian Cox. He deals in raw power. And he's got a fantastic leap as well.
Very, very good.
Gets a really high foul. Not a very tall volleyballer by any stretch of the imagination as Oxley serves. Shot, block back over. That's one of the most embarrassing things that can happen to you in volleyball. You go up for the spike and the ball is blocked back into your half of the court and you can't save it.
And that's excellent blocking by Dale Addison. But we have to block all night because Martinique is not going to give up. But it's still early in the game, so everybody's still feeling out one another. Teams are feeling out one another. Good serve there by Oxley.
Deep into the backcourt. Dakin having to work hard to save it. Tipped over. Chance again for Cox. The score. Good set by Dale Addison.
And Cox has come to play, really.
Definitely.
He is also the leading attacker in the tournament so far. So we should expect that from Cox.
Oxley with the serve. Free ball for the Barbadians. They'll get the call. Net violation on that occasion by the setter Salomon, and Barbados will take the lead into the technical timeout at 8-6. You can hardly hear yourself in here, Andrew Culpepper.
And I have on earphones, so
That's
I know.
right. And a good start here by the two teams. We said both teams trying to feel them out. What will Ludgenaz? Let's hear what Ludgenaz will be telling his team.
In the middle, Michael coming in that side. Hold the serve out, Steve. Look for the long back court man number 9. Jump a little bit later, right? He's working the ball penalty. Yeah. Don't jump too early, Ben. Break a little bit later. And man, get the ball that come off the block. You can tip the ball. You can set outside over the 2, 3, team. And set it more.
You heard Ludgenaz talking about the jumping in terms of the blocking. Just be a little bit more patient. He's asking the blockers to be.
Be a little patient. What's happening if you jump too early? You find that the attacker would be in the air, and you'll be in the air. But once they delay the attack, you'll find that the blocker will be dropping, so they won't be at the maximum point to reach to block the ball. So it's time to wait a little later so that you can go up after the attack to reach the ball, put it over the net. So
you're watching the men's final of the 12th Caribbean Volleyball Championships live from the Wildy Gymnasium, or the gymnasium of the Garfield Service Complex in Barbados. Elwin Oxy has the service for Barbados and serves it long. It's also
Carlson and Woody never come from the timeout and serve out. They take the pressure off the defensive team automatically. So once you come from that timeout, you should get in your serve and then play on from there.
Bosky. Cox was trying the left-handed.
And the set there by Dale Addison was too tight. It was really too tight. There wasn't much Cox could have done with that. So Dale needs to pull the set off the net a little more.
He's an experienced setter, Dale Addison. He's been around for a very long time. Took over from your good friend George Skeet. As that one rolls off the net. Simpson into the backcourt. Good start for the young man. The coach is showing some confidence in him. He's done well in the lead-up matches, and the coach has put him in, thrown him off the cliff, if you want to call it that. As we have another look at that.
And he's not disappointing.
So I've got some good early spikes early on here. Give Barbados the 1-point advantage. Trying to work around the block, but going wide on that occasion was Desir.
And Martinique seems not to be as passing as well as they usually do. Martinique is an excellent passing team, and they're a little off tonight so far with their pass. That's why they can't get in the middle of the attack line.
Ball set, here's Dakin. Good save there at the back, but not able to keep it in. See Dakin with his first attack for the night, first serious attack, and able to score the point for the Martinicans.
And this first set, where you will find that players, the setters just trying to feel out all the plays, make sure everybody get an attack, so that later down they would know who's the go-to person.
That's Cox trying to go down the line, but ball went out of bounds.
And that was another low set, but Cox, with the experience, should know he has to use the ball that is put out. In every ball we can hit hard, so we need, if it's not a good set, just put it in core and let's defend. Let's play some defense.
It will be Salomon's serve. Good serve there as well.
Free ball to Martinique. Excellent pass there. And that's the play we were talking about, Woody. The pass, Barbados cannot afford to give Martinique too many free balls. They pass well, and once that pass going, the center run quick. And we do not block good in the center.
Salomon serves again for Martinique. Addison, this time Agard trying to go through the middle and does so off the tips of the fingers. Might have been probably Desir on that occasion who got the ball off the tips of the fingers as that one went out of bounds. 11 each. Here's Dakin. Trying to go maybe a little bit across court and down the line, but hitting out.
That was an excellent serve there by Dale. And this is what Barbados needs to do. They need to keep Martinique under pressure with a good service to break down the passing and defense.
Addison on the serve. Desir blocked at the net, punched over. Set by Simpson. Chance here for Cox and he scores.
Beautiful, beautiful. Over the top of the block. There's no stopping Cox when it's that high.
And as I said, a very short man, just say about 5'9", 5'10", he really gets it very high. And as we saw there, got the point for Barbados. Just inside. And as I said last night, we don't have Hawkeye, so we can't tell you there's Lachey. Just inside the sideline. Keeps Martinique very close. Good save there. Good defending. Simpson tries. Dakin off the block will score for Martinique to draw them level again.
And this is what we're talking about volleyball, with the exchange defense, offense, blocking, defense, offense. And we're going to get volleyball like this all through the night, all through the night.
No team has really built up a significant advantage so far. So it's been rather tight. As Cox scores for Barbados, put them ahead again. It's been very tight so far. And both teams will want to keep it that way.
And it's going to go right down to this way, right down to the end.
We thought last night's game was exciting. With Barbados and Jamaica, this one is certainly living up to all it's been gotten to be already. And there's option for Dink. The crowd roars. But well saved there by Lachey. Chance here for Agar to score, and he does so. Might have been Dakin who touched the net. Wasn't happy with the call. As there you see the crowd. They're happy.
Once Barbados get the point, they don't mind with it. However it comes, they'll take it.
Let's have another look at that one. Good save there by Elwin Oxley to keep them all alive. And we see Fabian Cox as Roach keeps that one in play. Dakin goes cross court, scores just inside the sideline.
And Barbados needs to adjust their blocking. We haven't put two good blocks together. And to beat Martinique, we need to defend. We need to start some blocking or pulling back the balls in backward.
Bad service. We haven't, as we have the second technical timeout in the first period, we haven't had a lot of bad serves in the